Hey everyone, welcome to the third podcast. How can my cartoon possibly be just like my Japanese anime? I'm here with Dom.
Howdy.
Howdy, and we're here to talk about an anime that we've watched. We completed.
Yeah.
El Cazador, El Bruja.
Della Bruja.
Della Bruja.
Yeah.
It's, let's see, it's set. It's about, it's about the, shut up. Shut up. Let me finish my words. Let me shut up. No, I need you to be quiet. I gotta finish my words here. Alright?
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Just shut up. Just shut your mouth.
This podcast is going great. Okay, yeah, it's set in the magical world of Mexico.
It's set in the magical world of South Japan.
You're an idiot. It's set in Mexico.
It's set in desert Japan.
It's set in Mexico.
Not
There are
Me-
witches and bounty hunters.
Yeah. Okay. Dom, go with the plot. Explain the plot for me. Do it. I believe in you.
Oh my god. Okay. The story follows a strapping young bounty hunter.
Ooh, wrong
Na-
again. Ooh.
what did I get wrong?
Strapping.
Fine, a young bounty hunter named Nadia.
Yeah.
She picks up her bounty, the young woman named Ellis, and from there they set out on a journey to a location. I forget the name of said location. Can you fill me in on that, Woozle?
Yeah, no, they had to go south
Yeah,
to some like witch rock place.
yeah. And on the way, they encounter an ensemble cast of acquaintances and villains. Well, not really acquaintances. It's mainly one acquaintance that they just bump into over and over again.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Ricardo.
Ricardo and Lou. What was it?
I'm
Lero?
not sure what. Lirio? I
Lirio?
think so.
Yeah, Lirio.
Okay.
Lirio. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. We're just gonna spoil the plot right now because I don't really care.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Okay, so basically, alright, so Ellis, okay, so basically this guy named Rosenberg, right, he's super crazy guy. He's like, you know what would be cool if we can create our own witches? Because there's apparently witches that exist in this world, but, they kind of, start dying out.
Yeah.
So he starts making witches. He makes two witches. One is named L.A., one is named Ellis. Ellis is the one with Nadia. Okay, so cut forward a few years. All right, Ellis is living with some doctor, and then they have some good times. But then the doctor was like, "Damn, I gotta protect this girl." And so then Rosenberg killed him, and then Ellis gets traumatized. And then L.A. has this fixation with Ellis. What's it?
It's really weird.
It's really weird. Okay, so Rosenberg hires a guy named Ricardo and teams him up with Lirio, who may or may not be a witch. I think she's a witch. I think
Probably a witch.
she's probably a witch. Anyways, to keep an eye on Nadia and Ellis, but he actually set it up so that Nadia gets hired because he wanted Nadia to go to cover for Ellis, and then he sent out L.A. to sort of also just be with them for a while. And then at the same time, he also set it up so that this other girl, Blue Eyes, who's an actual witch, not a man-made witch like Ellis or L.A., is an actual
Genuine witch.
Yeah, to look over. So then there's this like whole political aspect that doesn't really get addressed too much. Basically, what it comes down to is like potentially I think the Mexican government gets kind of spoiled on the fact there's like a witch hunt kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
So I think it's basically Rosenberg's like experiments, and like what Rosenberg is essentially doing gets exposed, and then he's forced off the committee essentially. So then his experiment gets shut down. But basically, what he was amounting to was really just to get Nadia to transport Alice over to like this witch area, which is like where the mines, like this Mayan temple thing, where like witches used to live or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was gonna sacrifice. He was essentially was gonna sacrifice Nadia, and then use Alice's powers as a witch to take over the world? Question mark.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of like, wait, what the fuck? Why did you even need Blue Eyes? Why was Lirio here? Why did you hire Ricardo?
Shut up.
Why was LA? Why was LA here?
It's layers upon layers of contingencies, Woozle. You don't understand.
And then he gets shot. And then they do the final episode where it's kind of like an epilogue thing. And then
Yeah.
Alice is just kind of like, now let's just leave.
Let's just leave. But where? I'll leave.
Yeah, no, there's like like in the final episode, Nadia is like literally crying in tears because of how happy she was
Uh-huh.
of the situation. Like she's like actually happy that she gets to like not have to run away anymore.
Uh-huh.
And then Alice is like, let's run away. She
And then she cries again.
and then she just decides that, and then they run off.
And they run off on another adventure.
And that's basically the show. And yeah, I think maybe something if you picked up on is like what I just described may not be worth how long the show was 20 something.
It was 20. It was 26.
26 episodes.
I
26
think so.
episodes.
Yeah.
It was not. They can't stretch that. They stretched that plot to 26 episodes, which is just
like the actual plot itself, it could have like lasted half.
yeah. Okay. Dumb thoughts.
Alice is too good for this world.
Yeah, Alice was by far the best thing of that show.
She like has like this deadpan like it's not deadpan personality, this deadpan tone in her voice.
It's she has just a monotone delivery.
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
She's very much like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the goofball of the group, but she like delivers all of her dialogue in this monotone deadpan voice. Yeah. It really comes across as hilarious.
Oh my god, my favorite scene is like when they were at that taco place. They were working at that taco. No, they weren't working there. I don't think
they were.
They were. No, yeah, they were working at that taco place, and I think what happened was like the manager's wife. They thought the manager's wife got kidnapped, and they were like gonna go out. The manager was like gonna go out there. And then it turns out it was Ellis, and then the manager's wife comes up behind and says like, "Oh yeah, Ellis just told me to hide in this closet, and so I did." And then it cuts to Ellis, and she's like looking at like a mirror, and she with like the gunman like near him with a gun, and Ellis just like look at the mirror. And she's like, "Good job, Ellis."
There's like this moment where it's like, Nadia calls out to Alice. Alice, she pops out of the car. Yeah, hide in the car until it's safe. Okay, goes back into the car. Because Alice is just too good of a character.
She's so good. She's so good. On the other hand, we have Nadia.
Who's Nadia?
Nadia.
Who's Nadia again?
The one that was with her.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
If every time you see Alice, she's usually to the right side.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she's a pretty nothing character.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I figured we should probably get into more of her. Okay, actually, before I want to talk about Nadia, I guess want to talk about like my general feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of want to address like the biggest thing about the anime.
Yeah.
Is it's the main problem is that it's 26 episodes.
Yeah.
And to be honest, how the anime started off, it was kind of fine. I feel like this is an anime that's good for recommendation if you're the type of person who like just finished Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, I guess.
And you like want something to sort of like fill that void afterwards.
Yeah.
It's very like in the beginning. It's very like slice of life. It's just them wandering through Mexico, going through like another person's like life. Almost, it's sort of like Cowboy Bebop ish, but also like I guess sort of like early episodes of like Pokemon.
It's like really good slice of life.
Yeah, it's really good slice of life. It's a lot of just like traveling from place to place, exploring different people's lives and how they're living, and like
It's like Girls Last Tour.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
you probably can get a sense of like what we're talking about from what we're saying.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, that started off well and good, but then like when they actually started like going down on the main plot, like what the actual backstories are,
Yeah.
that's when it started getting pretty weak.
Yeah.
Um, and at a certain point, sort of like they could just speed through this and be done with in like a few episodes, but they're just dragging up to like 26.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, which is fairly unneeded. And the main issue is, and people might say this is kind of a bad thing, is sort of like Ellis, the two main characters, Ellis and Nadia. Like while they're, I would say they're good characters. It's just I don't think just having the show focused on them completely really works. So when the episodes count for that, it's kind of like the weaker episodes.
Yeah. I think the main issue is that they can't. It's hard to take the show seriously when the voice acting isn't that great.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Okay, we should actually specify this is a we watched the dub.
Yeah.
We watched the dub, and in my opinion, I think the dub might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Ellis's voice acting.
Yeah. It's just better.
Yeah. To be fair, like sort of sometimes like the weird awkward deliveries for some of the lines
Yeah.
just works.
Yeah. It just plays into her character more.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, uh, the majority of the cast doesn't have that good of a voice. Like, not doesn't have that good voice acting. So when it gets to like the big dramatic moments, it comes across as not that great.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I think it still worked to an extent because I feel like the tone of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when I was watching it, I felt like this was like sort of I guess like what you would expect from like a B list film. Is so like this is like a my B list anime.
I don't know because there were like a number of awkward pauses.
Yeah, that's what I mean though.
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like it still kind of worked.
I guess.
This is like one of the few animes where I feel like good voice acting just doesn't really like
Mm-hmm.
the awkward voice acting at times actually like works kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess okay. So that was just like that's like the main thing about the anime itself is like and the okay to be okay the plot itself isn't really that great from what we've pretty much explained. It's not like a really interesting or compelling plot by any means, and how they wrap up certain arcs and like character stories is pretty not that good.
Yeah.
There really isn't like a very good, to be honest, it's not a very good satisfying conclusion for a lot of the character stories and like a lot of the main plot, to be frank.
Yeah.
You just kind of get what you just kind of get the typical ending of like they're just still kind of adventuring through Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's like okay, well, I guess this really amounted to nothing.
Yeah. Like it's like the type of thing where it's like the journey is better than the destination.
Yeah, but the journey was kind of boring near the end, so it's like
Yeah. Yeah, because they were nearing on the destination.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to. Okay, so I guess we can. Okay, so now we can go into more of the characters. Like I said, Alice is great. Nadia in the beginning was actually like pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is like near the end, you kind of realize, wow, Nadia is just kind of useless in terms of
Yeah.
like when they need a scene where like they need Nadia to shoot a gun out of someone's hand, it's like 50-50. And like in the beginning, it was implied that she was like a really good bounty hunter,
Yeah.
right? And I thought that was it. I thought she was like a badass bounty hunter, but then you find out she's
As
like
time went on.
she's like average at best. Like Ricardo is legitimately just a
He's just better.
he's just a badass bounty hunter. He would just destroy Nadia in a gunfight.
I think it is pretty hilarious that whenever Nadia shot a gun, it was a miss. But the one time Ellis shot a gun, she actually got the hit.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Nadia is so useless because, like, as time... And I think it's partially because they made us have to, like, sit through the entire series. Like, it took so long. So, like, we had all these episodes to see how incompetent Nadia is. And how much time Ellis just saves her.
Yeah, she's also like Nadia also isn't really that smart. It's just like it's just that like they're very lucky.
Yeah.
And they just run and they're just kind of lucky, and that's pretty much Nadia's extent.
Yeah.
To be totally honest.
Yeah.
But then okay, we'll go into the actual like two people that I feel like. Well, I mean the actual two people who I feel like maybe could have like had their. I feel like they should have had their own episode.
Yeah.
Like Ricardo and Lirio.
Yeah. I think they should have had like an entire episode dedicated to them.
Yeah. So Ricardo again is a bounty hunter. He's a badass bounty hunter. So he actually delivers the only one good fight, and I said one good fight. No,
Against LA, right?
L.A. Oh, I guess two, but that was also against L.A. and Ricardo.
Yeah.
So there's only really two. Okay, so this is not an action anime, even though there's guns and stuff. There's only really two good fight scenes, and that's between Ricardo and LA. Both of them are.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, okay, the first fight was near the beginning of the show, and then so I was kind of hyped because like, damn, this like it's not like the best action scenes I've seen, but like the implications of this,
Yeah.
like Ricardo, okay, because like okay, LA is like a witch, but he's like superhuman too, so he's actually like super strong. He's quick reflexes, pretty fast. He's like a superhuman.
Yeah.
And Ricardo is just so much of a badass bounty hunter that he's able to react and shoot in time of like
Yeah.
LA's movements. And even LA like recognized it. And like the first fight, it's like Ricardo, like LA grabs Ricardo's neck, and then like Ricardo already has his gun pointed at his head. Right?
Yeah.
And then freaking and then when Ricardo thinks when like LA thinks this is just like a stalemate, Ricardo's fucking like turns it on him. He like grabs him by the side of the head and then like shoots his gun, knocks him out.
Yeah.
It's like, oh crap, he just took down a superhuman.
Yup.
Oh, that was like, oh my god, that's such a badass thing.
Of course.
That was cool.
Yeah. Like I really like Ricardo as a character.
Yeah.
And the dynamic they have with like Lirio. Yeah.
Lirio was pretty good.
Yeah, like I like the dynamic that they had.
Yeah.
We're just like for one reason or another, like this guy was just like taking care of this girl while he was doing bounties.
Yeah.
I thought like that premise was really cool.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What the heck was LA?
LA, he's superhuman. He's like a
No.
He's
Like, what is that character?
Oh yeah. Okay. LA is just a weird character. He's just weird. He's not like goofy, he's not like funny, he's just weird.
Weird.
He is I like I don't hate like
I don't know.
It's not a matter of me hating the character or liking the character. It's just a factual statement that he is just a weird character. He's just really odd. Like, he will just, like, make noises or gyrate or do some weird shit like watching cameras from a distance. It's like,
My dear Alice.
Alice. It's like it's weird.
My dear Alice. This is so uncomfortable too.
Yeah, to be and
Oh my.
like his role in the story kind of amounted to nothing in the end,
Yeah.
which is really sad.
Yeah, because I thought like they were both were like the special ones, but no, it's just Ellis.
Well, I guess okay, I guess technically, if we're nitpicking, right, he did lead him to the place faster.
Yeah.
Like they were going to get there eventually because Ellis kind of knew, but
Yeah.
LA actually knew the location and just like told them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that happened, I guess technically.
But still.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just yeah, like the more I think about it, the more I just like the slice of life elements of the show rather than like the actual story
Yeah, if it was
because they got
just
to
yeah, if it was just slice of life and then maybe like 3 episodes of just the story,
yeah.
and that would be fine.
What else? Oh, the art style. Why is everybody drawn as humans, but then Ellis and Nadia are drawn as freaks?
It reminds me of Yojo Senkai.
Which series?
Um, Tanya, the evil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't really the case. Well, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it was. What are you talking about? She had like huge
Sorry,
eyes,
sorry.
huge lips.
No, I because like on the first episode, like I thought like that one girl
Yeah, no, the other
who
main
also had
character.
big eyes. Oh, she's also a main character.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I
yeah.
thought she was only that first one.
No, she's also a main character.
Okay.
Everyone else is like just a side character. They just look like regular humans.
Okay, but yeah, what's the deal with like anime where they got to get the main characters and make them look like freaks?
I don't know. It's like I mean, I'm only harboring a guess, but it's sort of like I feel like the normal character you make normal characters to get like somewhat of a serious plot.
Mm-hmm.
But then like you also want your main characters to be distinct.
I guess.
I think that's kind of the thing they were going for.
I guess.
You want to go for a realistic portrayal for more of a serious anime, but yeah.
But no, they did try. It's not that you don't have to be serious to like. I mean, you don't have to be lighthearted to have like a lighthearted art style. You can be like serious with like a lighthearted art style.
Yeah, but that's considered more of a. You can still do that. That's totally fair, but I think, like it depends on the tone you're going for.
Yeah, and also it's like what were you saying? Like El Cazador is a lighthearted anime.
No, I'm not saying that Cazador is a lighthearted anime. I'm saying like artistically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
like you go for the realistic proportions and portrayals to convey more of a serious nature or
Uh,
like a more of a realistic nature, quote unquote, right?
I guess.
More down to earth. But then you
Mm-hmm.
go for like the anime proportions and stuff because you want to make your characters you like look unique in the world.
Yeah,
Right. I
I
mean, it's
guess.
like it's the same thing. Why like Yu-Gi-Oh has like crazy hair and stuff. It's like because they want the main character to stand out in freaking Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got anything else to say?
Yeah. Okay. Funimation. What the hell? Do you not like fucking spell check your shit?
Oh yeah. What were the words? What were the words that
Pre
she kept constantly
prevert.
like prevert? And there was another one.
I just remember.
Yeah, prevert is just like ugh.
Was it yes, ma'am? Yes,
No.
yes, sir.
Yeah, no, I think that was just more like I think that was just more the writing thing rather than just like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Instead that was something that we just caught on immediately.
Yeah. I just remember prevert.
Yeah, no, yeah, prevert is one of them. There's like two words. It's prevert and one other one.
Yeah, they just kept saying prevert.
They
And it
kept
happened.
saying prevert,
It was
so
like
it's
happened
like
multiple times.
so yeah, it's something that they thought was correct. Unless it's like a massive oversight.
Yeah. And then like you gotta do the catchphrases, baby.
Catchphrases.
What is it?
Got any last words? Sam.
Yeah, right.
It's so bad.
I swear to God, like the final few episodes, I had no idea she kept saying it like throughout. I didn't know she was saying it throughout the series.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Only until like the last few episodes did I was like, did she always say that? Is that her catchphrase? I didn't notice. I don't think she says that a lot.
Yeah.
She just yeah. Oh, and the taco song.
It's so... Tacos,
Tacos,
tacos, tacos.
tacos, super
Super
crazy
tasty
tacos
tacos.
too. What's it?
Yeah, I love how they keep bringing that up.
Yeah, I just just like a fast food chain of Migo tacos all throughout Mexico.
Yeah, dude, it's the McDonald's of tacos.
That's actually, you know what? That's actually a good point. I want to know is Taco Bell actually like super popular in Mexico?
I don't think so.
Let me look this up. I want to know if Taco Bell actually is like.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see. I uh
Finding.
I don't know if it is, but it says I did find an article on Munchies that say a history of Taco Bell's failed attempts to open locations in Mexico.
So yeah, it probably doesn't. It probably isn't that big.
Yeah,
As I would assume
there is
so.
no Taco Bells in Mexico.
I would assume so. I would have thought that like Ma and Pa like restaurants would have like had that on lock.
Well, no, I feel like there's just like a social. There would be like a social stigma,
I guess.
right?
But yeah, it would still be weird. I still wouldn't think like even if they were able to open up, I'd still think like Ma and Pa restaurants would have had a foothold in there already.
Yeah, that's to be fair. It's also like, I guess it would also sort of be like in okay, so in a sense like frick, what was I gonna say? Like opening up Panda Express in China.
Uh, yeah,
It's like it's not as bad, but like
yeah,
because literally everything in like Taco Bell is just like a squirt bottle and like manufactured.
yeah.
It's like
Dude,
yeah.
a freaking Mandarin in China would be weird.
No, but that could actually work to be honest.
Not really. Like
It's a buffet.
yeah, but the entire shtick is, hey, we're Chinese,
Yeah, but
right?
like they actually have like Chinese food. Like it's not like manufactured like
I guess.
they don't make like it's not it's clearly not like just a bunch of like squirt bottles being put in a shell.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well, anything else to say?
Uh it's a good anime. It has its high points and low points.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, I'll say that like okay, I think it's worth watching, but like at
Don't
this
expect anything amazing.
yeah, don't expect anything amazing. There's just some good. There's some legitimately good stuff in the anime, and how it started off was actually like pretty good.
Yeah.
If it just
It's
stayed that way, it would this anime would actually probably be like a really solid anime.
yeah. Other than that, yeah, I probably say the same thing. It's nothing groundbreaking.
Yeah.
It's not amazing. It's no bebop, but it's a beat boop, if you will.
Didn't wait? You picked this anime though, right?
Yeah, I did.
Why don't you give me a little? Well, do you
Hmm?
have any? Do you have any like why? Like, do you have anything about like why you picked this anime or stuff?
Uh, I just wanted to like throw something up on the list, and I had fun. I had memories of having fun watching it.
How did
Yeah.
you learn about this anime?
I was like, I was just like randomly like searching through Crackle on my Xbox, and he just came across it.
It's not crack. Oh God,
Yeah.
Crackle. Does that still exist?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
totally does.
I never use Crackle, but I know it.
Yeah, it's free Netflix.
Is it just free Netflix? Is
It's
it
just free Netflix.
interesting?
Yeah,
Interesting. Most.
doesn't have as much movies, but it is free.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right then.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I'd have to say. Got anything else?
We talked about the art style, animation, soundtrack. Opening was kind of boring. Ending was kind
Uh,
of boring.
yeah, they're not really that great. The soundtrack I do enjoy because it's like a
Yo,
Mexican.
why did they not? They had 26 episodes. They could have gone for an opening, second opening.
But no, that takes too much work.
They could have gone for it. It's
No,
like.
that takes too much work. uh, the opening sounded like an ending.
Yeah, it's like it's already over, huh?
I'm already asleep.
I'm already asleep.
But yeah.
Hold on. Opening ended with the soundtrack, animation, characters, plot. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah, we covered all the bases.
I think we covered all the bases. Who would you have sex with?
Huh?
Who would you have sex with?
Not Nadia.
L.A.
L.A. Why not?
Yeah, I guess. Have we like emphasized how stupid Ricardo Rosenberg's plans were?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. It was
Yeah, we
stupid.
did. We did in the beginning, I think.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's stupid.
Yeah, stupid. Overly complicated for no reason.
Oh my god, how we haven't. Hold on, can we just quickly talk over how he dies? How he dies? Oh my
Oh
god.
my god,
Oh my
yeah!
god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. No. Okay.
Oh!
No. No. Okay. Okay. I can't.
That hit me harder than anybody else.
Okay. Okay. I have to explain. Okay. So, um, let's just backtrack a bit. Okay. So imagine a scene where Rosenberg he has Alice. Alice is like suspended in air, and Nadia is like suspended in air, right? And he's about to go through this ritual thing where Nadia is gonna die, and Alice is gonna use her powers, and he's gonna like take over the world. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, freaking Nadia takes out a gun and she's about to die. She's like, no, and then like they do like this emotional speech, and then Ellis is like, shoot me. So then Nadia shoots Ellis, and then Ellis dies, and then Nadia dies because I guess the ritual kills her, and then the dude is just standing there, just like, oh shit, I guess my plan failed.
You better go.
He didn't have a backup plan. No, just
No, he didn't. He had an. Of course. Why do you think he would? He had so much contingencies in plan already.
It's like it was so it ended so abruptly. His plans were just ruined because a girl got out a gun and shot Ellis. That just ended his plans.
Well, he did have like contingencies that kept them from dying, though.
But like they're making this really smart, intelligent character that was manipulating the strings in the background, and then
Yeah.
having Naughty just shoot Ellis ruins his plans completely.
I mean, sure, but at the same time, I guess he didn't anticipate that at the last moment.
It was the most. It was the most simplest and cleanest, like quickest, like ending to his plan.
Yeah.
This plan that he was building up for years.
Ah, dang. Guess we better start over.
Yeah, and then okay, but then and then
They
Blue Eyes comes back and like
and then
as it
they heal them. Yeah.
resurrects Alice, and then he runs off, but then Nadia and Alice
Nadia and Elle go chasing.
yeah.
So then it comes to a scene. They enter like this wide open area. And then Rosenberg is already has his gun pointed at them. So for whatever reason, Rosenberg let them take out their gun, take aim, have an exchange in dialogue, and then pull the trigger on Rosenberg.
And then Rosenberg dies.
And then like, Rosenberg just dies.
He just dies. It's like, what? What? Excuse me?
No, I have to let these two have their day. They earned it.
How the fuck did this happen? What the fuck,
They
Rosenberg?
deserve a happy ending, Woozle.
Oh my god. Oh, it's like, what? What? This character's horrible. It's trash.
This character is the greatest ever. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. That was like, imagine the most anticlimactic ending to this imagine Bleach, but instead of Aizen being really smart, he was just like just a fucking retard.
Bankai.
It's
Yeah,
like,
but Rosenberg is just not great.
nope.
That's probably why one of the main reasons why the story was so bad, and why the story was good when it wasn't focusing on the main plot.
I thought I thought it was building up to something, and at the very least,
Yeah, they were trying to go for a I was pulling all the strings type thing.
I mean, he kind of was,
He
but it was sort
was,
of like,
but then he came in with the buffoonery, and then it all went to pieces.
yeah, I don't know anymore. Okay,
But
yeah,
anyway, yeah, a pretty good anime apart from the main plot.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's pretty much all we have to say, I guess.
yeah. Next podcast will probably be Barakamon,
Baraki, man.
since we've almost done that anime. It took us a
Yes.
while for us to record this.
Yeah.
And probably when I upload this video, we will have to record the next Barakamon anyways.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
See you next time.